Tell me how.
Sir, we are not doing any karma. We are only instrument of God.
What about all the karma for so many lifetimes?
So when we realize, that means we will be enlightened, sir.
So
Enlightened person.
I'm trying to dig into you, right? So don't feel bad. So I'm just trying to dig into you. So you have got so many janmas karma. How will you be liberated from karma?
But sir, we will enlighten, then we will realize this.
So if you realize, what about all your karma, all your murder, all you did, all those bad things, all the so many lifetimes bad karma? What about all that?
Yeah. Sir, after enlightenment, there is no problem of karma, no, sir.
Why? Where it went, the karma?
Because after enlightenment, we have realized that we are nothing.
And so, what happens to the karma?
When we are nothing, then means we have no karmic account.
Okay, let me ask. Let me see who can understand your confusion. Samatma.
Shivoham, sir.
Shivoham, Samatma.
The minute we realize that we are not this body, mind, or ego, then we realize that I am not the doer. So I have not done anything. So I'm liberated from the karma. When I am not the doer of the karma.
But you only did all these things.
Yeah, I did it. But that time I was not enlightened. I didn't know I'm not this body, mind, or soul. Now, body, mind, or ego. Now I have realized I'm not the body. So when I'm not the body, I am not the doer. And I'm just a channel.
So what happens to all your karmas?
I'm liberated from my karma at that point. If I realize I'm not the body.
And what about the karma of so many janmas?
All that gets liberated at that point.
How?
But that point is not easy. You have to reach that realization.
So if there's a murderer, there's 100 murders, and then he just gets enlightenment, all his murders are gone.
That is what I have understood from so many sessions, sir.
You understood right. So don't get nervous when I try to tickle you all. Sometimes don't get nervous. I'm just trying to provoke you all and trying to test your ability. So you be confident. Don't feel that anything is wrong. Okay. So I'm just trying to understand. Thank you. Supreme Kaumudi.
So I want to say that when we think that I am not the body, mind and ego, that's what actually you have taught us. Then you are not in the karmic bandhan. So I'm only repeating what I have learned from you. So whenever we do any karma, thinking that I am not the body, the mind and the ego, I am not in the influence of karma, or the karma doesn't affect me.
So suppose I think I'm not the what, as per what you are saying. As per what you are saying, I think I'm not the body, mind, ego, and I give you nicely 2 slaps. If I give you 2 slaps, then
no. If you are not the mind, body, and ego, then you will not do such karma only. Because then you know you are the supreme immortal power. And if you are the supreme immortal power, you will not do anything wrong. Because then we'll think that everything is one, right? We are all sip. We are a part of.
But you're using a dangerous word. You're going on saying we will think. When you go on thinking, it doesn't work.
Okay.
The word think is wrong. What is the right word?
Be in the awareness. Be in the consciousness.
When we realize. You have to say when we realize.
Oh, okay,
not
okay,
think.
good.
Think is not the right word.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Rekha Parvani.
Shivoham,
Rekha.
Shivoham.
Yes,
can
Rekha,
you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, it's like after Neti Neti Tattvamasi, if we have to accept and surrender to the divine will.
And then?
And then it's like that after we we accept completely and surrender also is one point, na?
To accept and surrender, what happens? All your karma will be lost. Anybody accept and surrender, will all the karma go?
No. After we are enlightened and we have to accept and surrender to the divine will.
So Okay. So how, again, I'm asking you the question, therefore, how will we be free from all karma? I'm just trying to probe further into you. So if you're saying, I do 100 murders and then I just surrender and I accept and then I'm free from all karma?
No, only if I'm enlightened.
What are you enlightened about?
Neti neti tattvamasi.
And what it means?
It means I'm not the body, not the mind. I'm the divine soul.
And then when you come to realize that, then what happens?
And then
what happens to your karma?
It is washed away.
Who washes it away?
That
how it gets washed away?
Our liberate, our enlightenment washes it away.
So what happened? And let me ask you practically, last question. So practically, Rekha, you're doing so many karma, good and bad, correct? Those karma are there or those karma are not there in your account?
They are there.
How you will be free from all these karma?
Only when I realize that self-realization and God realization, only then.
Okay, you're right. So when there's self-realization, what will happen?
Then we start accepting and we surrender to the divine will.
Okay. What you're saying is right. I'm only hoping you understand it fully. That's why I'm probing you. I'm not sure, so please pay attention. If there's some portion that you're not picked up, please catch it today. I hope you've got the whole picture, but please pay attention to the session to pick up what it is. All right. Pawan, what is your question? You're muted, Pawan. You have to unmute.
Sorry, my bad.
Yes.
Sir, thank you for having me in this session. And so to be liberated from karma, as I heard from a lot of people, you are asking them how to be liberated from past karma, right? For that, I think we have to, it's like plus minus. If you have made a lot of minus, we have to do plus, like good things, so that it neutralizes. Suppose, so first is the realization of the divine, supreme, immortal being, whatever, the higher consciousness, enlightenment. And from that step, you should start making positive karma, like positive, helping things, so that I think that is the one thing which will minus the past. Like if I have made bad karma in my past, if I, when I realize, when I do the God realization, when I start working through the SIP and whatever thing, like when I'm enlightened, when I'm realized.
No, what you're saying is not correct. Okay. So what you're saying is just like in a bank. If you take 100 rupees, you are minus 500 rupees. To settle the bank account, you have to deposit 500 rupees. It will become zero. This is what you're saying.
Yeah,
so in karma also, all the bad deeds, bad. If you do good, you will settle the karmic account. But will you be liberated from all karma?
Sir, to that, see, this answer was to liberate from the past karma. People were telling about that, so this came to my head.
But the question, how can we be liberated from karma?
Okay, sir. Yeah, to coming to that question, I think you can be liberated from karma when you are realize that you are a supreme immortal being, and then you should not, in whatever task you do, maybe you're working for someone. Somebody has given a work. Suppose I'm working in a company where I have a team, and in that team, I am a sound engineer. So sound engineer's job is to just stand in front of the console and just lift the knobs and all. But as I am becoming enlightened and realizing things, I go and lift the speakers as well. I don't care who's at the mixer. And I don't want my name to be there.
Don't mix up the sound and speaker and mixer. How can you be free from karma?
Sir, when you have that realization, your ego will be washed out, and then when whatever task you do, you don't want your name to be on it, or you are not doing for the joy for yourself.
Pawan, you're saying many things, but you don't have the right answer. So please try it once again to get the right answer. My goal is to help you to get the right answer. If I just say yes to you, then you will not get the right answer. So please try before the session is over to get the right answer. Sudeep Bhargava.
Shivam, sir.
Shivam, how can we be liberated from karma, Sudeep?
Sir, I would take reference of the law of causation that you had given us. So the third statement of the law of causation says that if you remove the cause, the effect will also get removed. Now, the cause of the karma is the mind and the body. So if I can remove the mind and the body, I realize that I'm not the body and the mind. then whatever the effects which are associated with that cause will also get removed. I think that to an extent may answer your question that what about the past karmas. So past karmas also belong to the past bodies and the mind. So once I do that, so they should get removed. And another thing which I believe is that I should be doing my present karma as an offering to God. That whatever I'm doing is an offering to God. So that will stop me from doing anything bad today. And then I can act like, God, you are acting through me. So I am your instrument. Now, if really you want me to do a murder, let you decide that I have to do a murder. I'm ready to do that as well. As long as I consider myself as an instrument of God, and also that it's an offering to God. So offering to God is what keeps me under control, that I will not do anything wrong because I know that whatever I'm doing has to go to Him.
So Sudeep, you're saying many right things, but you're saying some controversial things like if God wants you to do murder. I know you don't mean it, but you're just giving an example. But what you say is what you said in the beginning. I know. I'm just saying what you said in the beginning was very nice. That the law of causation, that was a very good thing. What I want to do in this call is I'm trying to get clarity for all of you. You should know it like 2 + 2 = 4. I want the law of karma to come so clearly in your head that you don't have any confusion. I want it to be very, very clear. This is my goal today, because karma is a very important aspect of enlightenment. Karma is a very important aspect of realization of the truth. Without you understanding karma, realizing karma, it is impossible for you to be enlightened, to be liberated, to be united with the divine. It is impossible. Therefore, the challenge is that the challenge is how can you be liberated from karma? You need to know this A, B. You don't need to know it clearly. Absolutely, you should not have any doubts in this particular point. So let me see if anybody else wants to speak. Otherwise, Atmatray. Otherwise, I would get to explain. But Atmatray, Bridget, and there's also some. Yes, Atmatray.
I am clear that when I will get enlightened, the karma will become zero. I am free from all the karmas.
What you will be? How you will be enlightened?
Realizing all the realizations.
That
will keep me aside, and I will be except from body and mind, ego. 3 parameters will go away, and I will live as a soul only.
So tell me at what point, what you're saying is correct. At what point you will be liberated from karma?
When I will get enlightenment, at that time I will be free
when
from
you get
all the karma.
when you get enlightenment, you are not the body, mind, ego. You are the soul. That's the enlightenment, correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Then what will happen to karma?
Karma has no door.
No, but you are still in the body. You are enlightened, but you are still Atmatray. You are still doing karma. You are still walking on so many ants every day. You are still inadvertently hurting so many people. So what's happening to all that karma?
Yes. But there is no doer.
So when you realize there is no doer, then there is no karma. What about your past karma? What about all your past karma?
As I think, as a loan taken from any bank and the person dies, the loan has analogy told by you.
Okay. So what is this? My goal is to see, the goal is very clear. All of you know the subject. I want to make you all thorough.
Yes.
My goal is just to make you thorough, right? So we are putting today's subject is this. So let us see. The next point on. We have got Leena. Unification with SIP will liberate us from karma. Leena, not unification with SIP will liberate us from karma. No. Liberation from karma will create unification with the divine. You are saying ulta. You are saying, I hope you get the point. You are saying unification with divine will liberate from karma. No. Liberation from karma will unify with divine. Okay, I hope I'm clear about it. Agree? I hope you agree. Thank you. Dasi Budrani, to be liberated, you are not the doer. So Dasi Budrani is also saying in a crisp one-line manner He says, if you want, how you can be liberated from karma? To be to the realization that you are not the doer. But Dasi, you are the doer. You are doing. So you are saying you are not the doer, but every day you are saying, I'm doing this for somebody, I'm doing this for somebody. The ego is alive. The ego continues to do. So Dasi, as long as the ego continues to do, you are creating karma. How can you be liberated from karma? Just by saying you are not the doer, you don't become not the doer. Just by saying, I am not the doer, doesn't mean you're not the doer. So how do you actually maintain your action in a manner that you are not the doer? Dasi, would you like to attempt this? How do you attempt when you say I'm not the? What are the
Well,
qualities
first,
of a person?
Ravi, first of all, I must practice. I know I'm not reached as yet, but the question is, first of all, that you are not doer. Then, if you do, you say it is you're doing it for the Lord, for
Good.
Him,
Very good.
not for any other, for yourself. No.
Very
And
good.
secondly, if you're unified, if you gradually you be and get enlightened, you get unified, liberation, then you're free. You're mukti from all karmic account.
So let me tickle you with a question. Can I tickle you with a question? So do you think
Yes.
do you think you have stopped creating any karma, or you are creating karma every day now? What do you think?
I'm still creating, but in a very minimum scale. Before I used to be 100%. Now maybe 10, 15, 20%. That's it. But I'm going towards that.
Okay, thank you for your honest answer, because this is very important for you to realize. So
Yeah.
So obviously, at the times when you are realizing I'm the instrument of God, then you're not creating karma. But
Absolutely.
the moment the ego, mind and ego, me says I am Dasi and I am doing this, then you know you're creating karma. Then it's back onto your account.
Exactly, you're right.
But Dasi, the moment that, and if you are, the spark of enlightenment comes, that you are not the doer, then all your karma gets liberated. Not for this janma, but for the 100 janmas before, everything gets liberated.
100%. You're right.
You're clear about it, right?
Yeah.
Thank you, Dasi. Prashant says, when we drop I, then no karma. No, Prashant, you just can't say drop I. Dropping I is not like dropping a potato. How do you drop I? How do you drop I? Dropping I means dropping the ego. How do you drop I? So Prashant, are you there on the call? Would you like to speak? How do you drop I? I'm not sure if Prashant wants to speak. Are you there, Prashant? Would you like to do an audio? Okay, so he's not on the call. So Prashant, he must be on the call, but he's not audio. So the point is this. See, it's very easy. I like what Dasi was very honest. Dasi said, no, I'm still creating karma. This is the honesty we need. Dasi said 80%, 90% time, I understand. It's not my karma. I'm not creating karma. I'm not the mind and ego. But there are times I'm still creating karma. The moment you create karma, my dear friends, you're caught. The moment you create karma, it may be good karma or bad karma, it doesn't matter. Even if it's good karma, you have to come back. And if it means you come back, means you're not going to be liberated. And you're not going to be liberated means you're not going to be united. Therefore, the importance of us reaching that state where we drop all karmas. And just by you saying, oh, I can drop all karma by dropping I. How can you drop I? Come on, one day I challenge you, one day in your life, don't use the word I. Come on, try. How will you tell, I want water, I want to go out? The word I, how would you drop it? So we have Girish and Harsh, and then I would like to summarize this today before the end of the show, because it's very important. This is a profound subject of enlightenment. Karma, if you understand karma, if you realize karma, I think you've reached enlightenment to a great extent. So Girish.
When one gets enlightened and realizes that I am not the doer of karma, the storage place where karmas impressions are stored, or it disappears.
The memory
So-
card gets the memory card gets deleted. The memory of karma gets deleted.
Yes.
And then
That person is free of karma.
what about the next day? They're doing karma like Dasi told.
If he does any act as instrument of God, then there is no karma.
But what about
if he slips away, then he will be doing karma.
Then what happens?
Once he realizes his all actions should conform to that. There should not be any contradiction between his realizations and actions.
But is it easy to become without any karma? Is it possible to do karma without me doing karma?
Literally, practically may not be possible, but on paper, intellectually, it may be possible.
So can you kill the mind and ego? Can you kill the mind and ego and then there's no karma? Is it possible to kill the mind and ego?
If I refuse to follow the instructions of the mind and take recourse to only things instructed by the intellect, then it may be possible. Even if the impressions give tendencies to act or the tendency to experience same experience once again due to past impressions, if I refuse to do that, then I am not guided by past karma.
So do you think you have been liberated from all karma?
No.
You are still creating karma?
Yes.
And why are you creating karma? Even if you know the whole knowledge of the matter, then why are you creating karma? You want to come back to earth?
I am still guided by the mind.
So you've still not been able to transcend the mind. Your mind is still telling, I am Girish, and you are doing, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Thank you for your good inputs. Komal says, how to be liberated from karma, transcend mind and ego, open your real eyes, understand that whatever Komal is doing is surrendered. See, Komal, you may say whatever you're doing is surrendered, but by saying that, you are still not liberated from karma. Because even though you say you are surrendering, saying you are surrendering and actually surrendering is a world of difference. It is not easy. That's why, when our dear Dasi Budrani, what did he say? He said, no, I'm still caught. I'm still caught 20% of the time. I'm not able to, I'm still creating karma. And Girish, what did Girish say? Girish said, I'm creating karma. Why did Girish say I'm creating karma? So Komal, you see, because you can't just use the term, okay, I surrender. No, you are saying you surrender. But actually, do you surrender? Actually, when you surrender, actually, when you become an instrument of the divine, actually, when you have no expectation, what Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, that you surrender all actions unto the Lord. Then when you do that, then you are free. Then you're not the doer of action. So let me try to we can conclude this. There are a few more people who want to speak. Harsh Agarwal.
Shivoham, sir.
Shivoham.
Sir, I think that we cannot be liberated from our karma.
You cannot be.
But rather we can only balance between the good karma and bad karma.
Okay. So you are still to get to the university where you can be liberated. Just to inform you, you can be liberated. Okay, so hopefully before the end of this call you will reach there. But let's just hang on till we finish the call. Ru Mataji.
प्रणाम गुरुजी.
प्रणाम, बोलो रू माताजी.
दो वर्ड आ रहे हैं माइंड में, कहनी और करनी. जब तक कहनी और करनी में डिफरेंस रहेगा तब तक हम कर्मा से छुटकारा नहीं पा सकते.
तो कैसे? मैं समझा नहीं है कहनी करनी मतलब समझाओ आप जरा.
जैसे हम कहते हैं कि भाई हमें वी बिकम इंस्ट्रूमेंट ऑफ गॉड कहते हैं, but we really are not able to do it.
Okay. So you're saying
what we do is difference.
So I now I understand what you're saying. You're saying in English what we say. It's not about words. It's about your deeds. It's
Yes.
just saying I'm an instrument of God. It doesn't make you an instrument of God.
Yes, Guru.
It's very, everybody here in this call is making it look like giving up karma. It's like throwing your handkerchief in the dustbin. No, it's not like that. It's very difficult to give. It's very difficult to give up karma. It's very difficult to be liberated from karma. And my dear friends, the moment you are liberated from karma, you have attained moksha. You have attained nirvana. The moment you are liberated from karma, you have attained moksha, nirvana, liberation, salvation, unification with the divine. Because then you are not the see, saying neti neti tattvamasi, saying just blah blah blah, saying, but actually I am not the body. And then when your body says I want samosa, then what happens to your body when you say I want samosa? Then you will tell, okay, I'm taking the bus for 1 hour to get that samosa. I can tell you, I have been a slave. I have been a slave so many times. Once I went to Shimla. How many of you have eaten the chole bhature in Shimla? Have you eaten? What is the name of that fellow? The most famous chole bhature of Shimla. Have you eaten? Chole bhature of Shimla. That is the best Shimla chole bhature. I don't know. You know, if you Sitaram, Sitaram. Have you eaten Sitaram? The man opens the shop at 9 o'clock morning. Before 2 o'clock, he opens full day. Before 2 o'clock, you have to be in a queue. It's over. I went running for 2 hours to eat the chole bhature from Chandigarh to Shimla. I called him 10 times. Sitaramji, main aa raha hu. Sitaramji, main aa raha hu. Sitaramji, keep chole bhature for me. Keep like a mad fellow. After I reached there, I told, kya pagal hai tum sala. You are going to Sitaram chole bhature. We are like that. My dear friends, we are like that. We are slaves. We are slaves of the body. We are slaves of the mind. We are slaves of the ego. The mind is such a monkey. The mind does. See, it's very simple. The truth is this fellow who's talking to you is nothing. The truth is this fellow will die. This man who's talking to you is not going to be here for long. The truth is he will be dead. Before you go to bed one of these days, he will be dead. But then the point is that before that moment comes, can we be liberated from karma? Many people like Harsh, he brought this point. Many people think, you know, if you do bad karma and you do good karma, the good karma minus the bad karma, you are liberated. I think even Pawan was saying something like that. No. When you do good karma, bad karma, good karma, bad karma, as long as you're doing karma, the body will die, but you will come back in a new body and you will suffer. The goal is to be free from karma. The meaning of enlightenment, the meaning of moksha, the meaning of nirvana, even the Buddha spoke. How can we be liberated, my dear friends? Only by realizing the truth, right? That this body will die. I am not the body. I am not the mind. Where is the mind? I cannot find. I am not the ego. I. Who is this I? Who is this I? When we realize this, then we start saying, I do nothing. I do nothing. I seek nothing. I want nothing. Because nothing belongs to me. Everything belongs to thee. Is it not true that we come with nothing and we will go with nothing? Is it not true? Is it not true that we come with nobody and we will go with nobody? But we are ignorant. We are so ignorant. That's why we are creating karma, my dear friends. We continuously create karma. We create karma. And when you create karma, you have to come back. Because you have to be rewarded or you have to be punished. Good karma and bad karma.
Ravi, can you advise us how to avoid doing the karma? What one should do?
So Dasi, it's very simple. If you look at it very simply, your question is very profound. But let me explain to you. As long as I think I am this fellow in this body, then I will do karma. No? For example, if you think you are a father of somebody, a husband of somebody, a friend of somebody, the moment you are thinking that, then you're doing some actions. That action is creating karma. It may be a good action or a bad action. That is not what we are talking about. We are not talking of good or bad action.
Exactly.
But the moment I comes in the picture, the moment the simple way is to realize I am SIP. I am the supreme immortal power. I am not this body. Dasi, if you pay attention, I always give you all two simple things. One thing, when we die, our own family will burn our body. How dare they burn our body? Dasi, how dare they burn the body? They burn the body only because they are sure that we are not in the body. You agree or you doubt it?
Absolutely.
That means, Dasi, why do we struggle to realize that we are not this damaged body? Why are we struggling to understand that? This body makes us do the karma. Without the body, I'm asking you a question, Dasi. Can you do karma?
Yeah, but what if we don't sort of claim the karmic account that you do? You're saying it's not I doing it. Is that all right or what?
Yeah, but that provided you become an instrument of God. Provided you become it. For example, if you take a gun and you shoot with the gun, the karma doesn't belong to the gun, because the gun is just an instrument. Your hand use the gun to shoot, right?
Yeah.
So you have to, when you become an instrument, Dasi, then all your desires are given up. There is no desire. There is no attachment. You don't belong to anybody. It's not easy, right? It's not easy to realize. Is it easy to realize I don't belong to anybody?
No, I don't sort of claim that I belong to anybody. I belong to the Almighty.
Yeah, but the problem, is not about what you claim, but what others claim, no?
Others claim, yeah, you are right. But I don't know what others claim, but one of those things,
So my
but
mother and father,
I'm doing my best. Like to say, this evening I had a meeting with this, and I told him, listen, now I'm coming out of it. So I will explain to you in person maybe. But my sister is here. She'd like to ask one question to you.
Yeah, sure.
Hello, how are you?
Yes, Pushpa, right?
Yes, yes. I want to ask you, how do you control your mind? Because always the monkey mind is going here and there. How do you control it?
It's very simple. Okay, now you just follow what I say. All right, Pushpa?
Yeah.
Can you please show me where your nose is? Can you please touch your nose? You know where your nose is?
Yeah.
You know your ears, where your ears are? Ears, you know?
Yeah.
Where is your brain? Where you think is your brain?
Brain here.
And where's your heart?
Heart is here.
Where's your mind?
Mine is on the head, yes.
No, that's your brain.
Yeah.
Where is the mind?
Mine is inside you, right?
No, there is no mind.
Yeah.
There is no mind.
Yeah. I
See,
see.
we think we have a mind. Have you ever seen you've seen a photograph of the brain? You've seen a doctor's scan of the heart. Have you seen the scan of the heart?
Yeah.
But have you ever seen a picture of the mind?
No.
No, Pushpa, the mind doesn't exist. The mind is just a bundle of thoughts. The thoughts appear. You feel, you are thinking something. When you're thinking, you call it the mind. But actually, it's only thoughts. So, for example, if you are eating too much and you don't want to eat, what do? If you're eating too much and you don't want to eat, what do?
You just stop eating.
Stop it. And if you're walking too much and you don't want to walk, what do?
So you stop.
Yeah, similarly, when your mind is trying to think too much, you just stop.
Yeah.
Because the mind doesn't exist. It's only the thoughts that exist. And this is what we do on this call. We try to spend time in silence. When you spend time in silence, the mind goes slow and slow and slow and slow. Shh. Then you watch the mind. The rascal mind who seems to be there. He seems to be there like a monkey. He seems to jump here and there, but actually doesn't exist. The moment you find that truth, Pushpa, the moment you realize that, the mind is not there, then you have captured the mind. The moment you find that, there is no mind.
Even if you meditate also, still the mind goes here and there,
Correct. That is the honest, what you're saying is the honest truth. So you have to reach a state of thoughtlessness. It's called consciousness. In that state of consciousness, you watch the mind. The mind is going here, you watch it. You bring it back. Then it goes somewhere else. It's going now. Okay, Dasi wants to eat that vegetarian restaurant in, what is that called, Dasi, which you get that famous vegetarian restaurant in Nariman Point where you go, your favorite restaurant. So you say, I want to buy food from that restaurant. And your mind will go there. Then your mind will go somewhere else. You watch the mind going here and there and everywhere. Slowly, it will not happen today, but slowly you will get a command of your mind. And you know what we are talking today, friends, the moment you get command of your mind, the mind is what directs the body to act. Karma doesn't belong to the body. The body will die, but the karma will continue with the mind. That's why we are born. So Pushpa, you were born. Who decided your birth? Do you know, did you decide your parents? Did you decide which country you will be born? Did you decide your religion? No. Who decided? Your karma decided. Your karma of your past decided your parents, your nationality, your religion. And this is because of the mind. So, my dear friends, thank you, Pushpa, for your answers, but we are reaching the end of this call. Dasi, we will have to move on. So, my dear friends, before we close, today's session is very important. How can we be liberated from karma? I'm concluding. Please remember this. Karma doesn't belong to the body. The body will die. Karma doesn't even belong only to thoughts. As long as you have thought, there is no karma. But this rascal mind, when it creates thoughts, thoughts become feelings, feelings become actions. Good actions or bad actions, it brings us back to earth in a rebirth. How to be liberated from karma? To realize, I am not this body. I am not me, the mind and ego, me. When I realize I am the divine soul, the moment I realize I am the divine soul, I am free from all karma. The moment I am free from karma, I am free from the cycle of samsara, free from death and rebirth. I think you have many more questions. Bridget wanted to ask a question. Bridget, I don't know whether we'll answer it today or tomorrow because we have too many things. And the point is this, if you are able to be free from karma, what Leena Anand said, she said a beautiful thing. She said, if you will be liberated, you'll be from karma. But here comes Leena's point. The moment you are free from karma, what Leena said, then you will be liberated and you will be united with the divine. And that is our goal. You and me, we do nothing. मैं क्या हूँ कुछ भी नहीं, सब कुछ तुम ही हो प्रभु, तुम बिन मैं क्या कुछ भी ना. Remind yourself, I am nothing. Oh Lord, you are everything. I am the basuri. You are the sangeet. I am just the flute. Without you, the flute has no music. I am not the doer of action. I am not the karta. When you say I am not the karta, then you will not be the bhokta. With that note, and to continue answering your questions tomorrow at 8, I bow down to you.